There we go. How dare my settings change? Hello everybody, welcome to Stream. Today is an interesting day. I've got quite a few things to do, but don't mind me, I have some things to change on screen. Today is a WoW day, so anything WoW is more than welcome. Where did I put it? This is what happens when I put things in other places. Okay. Where is my... hello, thank you. Where's my focus? Focus high. There we go. Changing some of my personal stats for today. Anyways, hello. How are you guys? Hopefully you've had a great, day since I saw you guys last? But since it's a WoW day, I do want to just mention we got AOTC for Queen Ansaric. I'm so excited. It was, of course, on the 11th because that was the last day that we raided. So yeah, it's very exciting. Yeah, it was rough, but I was sick. I did not even remotely. I usually record. I did not record that day. God forbid that was the day we get AOTC. Oh, man. So either way, I've got quite a few things to do. As for what's going on, just so that my people aren't scared or concerned. Hey, George, don't even. My dog is sitting here, and when the cats go upstairs, he throws a fit. So if you hear my dog whining, I apologize. Anyway, so right now I have a sketch to work on for a possible commission. This is not a for sure commission yet, but I need to get it done. This is for one of my raiders, actually. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. I may get a chance to work on some other things. Let's see where my stuff is at the moment. Because we still have a lot of other things to work on, such as Little Demon Girl's win for Voidmiss. And I actually have a commission for Lux as well. And all WoW-y characters. So all the things, you guys. A lot of things to work on. I was plundering today. Oh, yeah, my game time ran out like a few hours ago. So I'm officially not playing right now. I got 11 wins. Oh my god, congrats. I have never done Plunderstorm. So... I don't know too much about it, but I do understand most of the concept. Alright, now where is my thing? There it is. Oh, not you. I need this one. Excuse me. So anyways, Little Demon Girl was asking about my treasure trove. So here are my files. Yeah, so I have quite a lot of video that I've taken, not just during, Shadowlands, but just other occasional things anyway. But I even planned on making a transition. So you guys know how I have my little moon and it shines and it transitions. I was gonna do the actual portal transition. So like I have video. Oh, come here, don't be weird. There we go, back up. So I have my character where I'm like, okay, let me just do this so I get the full screen of it. So this is me recording it. As you see the random person fall in the hole. Yeah, it's like, thanks guys. So I had to sit here and mess with it so I could cut it and do it properly. But yeah, so that was the intention with all this. Shut it, Georgie. Little weirdo. So I have like just a few from the MA. Anytime I played through stuff and I thought, you know what, this just looks cool. I stopped and I just recorded for a bit. And so it's funny because this is how I make my screens. All you have to do is record. But you need about, I think, 25 to 30 seconds of pure just let the rotation go. Because like you'll see this guy go across the screen. This one's only about, I don't know, a few seconds. It's not that long. But you can tell that it's just kind of like, what? But you need to know and time the things. And it was really hard, especially on a new thing. Like, here, let me see, Ouroboros. Oh, no, not Ouroboros. I lied, Bastion. So some of these have more than others. So here's all I have for Ardenweald. I clearly like Bastion more because there are a lot more. But let me see, like sitting here. This is the one I made for my GM. So you just sit here and watch, and this is the crossroads. But if you watch far enough, there's actually people who run through. Like, there goes the druid. Thanks, druid. You fucked that up. So, yeah, if you plan on taking, like, WoW, like, bits and making them into, like, what I do, where it's just, like, a screen of some sort, I think this one's, like, at least 3 minutes. But, yeah, you have to sit there, and every time someone walks by, you have to start your 25 or 30 seconds over. And here he comes back. Thanks, bro. You know? So, when that goes through, that's how it is. Oh, I have some other ones. Here's all my voidy ones. I did the voidy ones with elu. But anyways, the final look, which I believe is in here somewhere. Is it the starting screen? Is the full starting screen, or was that just the project? I think that was just the project. Was this the real one? Oh, that was the mock-up. Where was the real one? One of these is real, I swear. Final project, here we go. This is how it ended up being. So, like, here's the starting screen. I added particles. I had to draw the damn angel lady, bounce her up and down. I had to draw the scroll. I had to animate the scroll, shiny text, you know, and then right here it would be like starting stream or whatever he wanted to put. But yeah, that's how that ended up working. God damn it. Demon girl. But yeah, so there's that. Here was the Be Right Back that he chose. And I love the blue, and I love the blue fire especially. So Bastion has a lot of shit in the original, like, everything that I captured. So, like, I have the cave, I've got this. Anything that I thought was really pretty, I stopped. And I just let the recording go. So there you go. Some of them are a little more than others, but yeah, these are just really pretty, and I just couldn't help myself. So, plus it's nice to have for later, just because, like, it's, like, for right now, I currently do not have game time, so I cannot just get in game and sit somewhere for a minute and look at something while I'm, like, drawing or painting or whatever. But it's nice to have these recordings, because then now I don't have a sub, but I can always come back in here and just watch the recording of something just to see what it looks like in case I want to draw something similar. So it's very, very nice. Like, here's all the icons for this one. So these are all of the screens. Are you gonna zoom in? Yeah, maybe. You know, you're supposed to zoom in. This is what this button is for. Anyway, point being, that's all the things. So that's how I did that. Yeah, I have Firelands Mage Hall. Anything that I thought was awesome, I definitely went through. I will definitely do more at some point. I just need to get the time to do it. I just haven't done it in a bit, so. People walking by is so funny. You animated the scroll. Yes. That's what I mean. I was learning animation. Oh, I can't do that in here. Hold on. Let me pull that back up. I apologize. I closed it out like, yep, done. Boom. Well, background animation. There we go. Isn't that a lot of work? Yes, it is. Oh, here we go. Let me go back. Animated screens. I also did some for somebody else. So these ones were a mix of art and wield. It was meant to be very elf-like, but more like a Zelda kind of elf. But I did the screens. Sometimes they use them, sometimes they don't. But regardless, I thought these were very pretty. This one is actually Dream Grove right here. But yeah, it was just kind of like, it was supposed to be a tavern, and I'm like, well, you can't tell what these buildings are, so here we go. Lots of sparklies, woo! But yeah, so I spent more time on 𝐓𝐖𝐈𝐄𝐈, which, if you guys look at my profile stuff and you see, like, the wings for 𝐓𝐖𝐈𝐄𝐈, this is 𝐓𝐓𝐼 stuff. See, so I had to do the angel. I had to paint the whole angel. It was really... It's not that bad because you can just take a screenshot and paint over kind of like the fucked up cracks and the pixelation. So I just had to repaint her. It wasn't too big of a deal. And then I had to do the scroll on its own, which is right here. So there's the scroll without the shine. So in order to do the shine, these are all what you would call assets in animation, or at least as far as it was After Effects. Adobe After Effects is what I was using. So here's the scroll, so here's the text, but there's this shine that you put diagonal, and you just make it go up and up and up, and it's just continuous. So Animation, it's so much fun, you guys. You have one thing all together, but you have to separate all the bits. It's fucking awful, but it wasn't that bad, to be honest. So, like, yeah, I do actually enjoy animation. I had a lot of fun with it, even though it was very simplistic. So, Demon Hunter, this is just a few of the different locations, and I'm like, you know what, this looks cool. So if you ever went into the Demon Hunter order hall and you look up, this is what you see, and I think it just looks badass. I want to try and look inside of Nighthold. Oh my goodness. It's actually pretty good. I don't know. That's the way that they animated it. That was not a me thing. Yeah, like random pieces in the Mage Hall. If you look up, this is one of the upper areas. It just looked really pretty. This is the one that you saw. This is my Be Right Back screen at the moment. Just because I'm like, you just sit here and watch it go bounce, bounce. It's really nice. You could add more effects and make it look even better, but I'm lazy. I'm literally just using these like stock photos that I have. Priest Hall. I almost did the Priest Hall one because it shimmers, but then I figured that was just this is way too much. You can't have anything on your screen if you're gonna have this one. This is too much. Stormwind, because if you guys are ever in the portal room, I think it's the portal room, if you look up and behind you when you first port in, I think this is where it shows this, and I'm like, this is just so fucking pretty. Like, why wouldn't you guys just sit here and take pictures of this stuff? Like, so... Oh, and there's a lot for Suramar as well. You guys know most of my stuff is Suramar. I love Suramar. It's just gorgeous. So I just pick a spot somewhere, either on my mount flying, you know, just like that stagnation flying, or if it's in an area where there is no flying, like, I think this is Nighthold actually. You just get somewhere where you can, or you get on the biggest mount you have, and then, yeah, so here's the fountain area before you have, like, you know, all the things. Elisand is up in once you open those doors, but anyway, I was just like, I'm just gonna sit in some random spots and get some really nice pictures, and I did. These are all amazing. Now I'm gonna start, like, getting other people into doing this kind of stuff. But yeah, it looks really good. I just love it. Let's see, Suramar. I did Teldrassil. Before the burn, excuse me, I should mention. Like, I walked all the way up where Tyrande and Malfurion were, and if you jump across the barrier, you can get this view, and I thought that was really pretty too. So I've gotten some pretty interesting, like, spots where I'm like, oh, this just looks cool. Like Oribos, I just stop somewhere. You're in the middle of the story and you're like, wait a minute, I gotta stop here. This is the Broken Arbiter girl, whatever, I don't know. I just thought it was good looking. And you have some where it's like, I was interested in the transition. Like, you know, when you pick the flight path and then you're on the worm, but this is me trying to, like, just show the the traveling, I suppose. So it was just kind of like, woo, let's see what this looks like. Oh my god. So, like, if you click it at the right spot, you can loop it. But a lot of times, and you'll see it, like, I'm just using the screens. I haven't bothered to loop anything, so it's very sketchy looking almost, but yeah, it's a thing. Have you went into Azure Span? Not for recordings, no. Although, I may, like I said, I need to compile a list and go back into WoW at some point specifically for the screens, but right now that's a nope. So anyway, the things I need to figure out how I'm gonna make this work. His head is, like, way more forward than I need that to be. So I've been thinking about this one a lot, trying to figure out, like, how I'm gonna do this. So Don't mind me. But this is essentially what it looks like when I'm just trying to build up a character. You guys know, I do messy sketches. That's just the way it is. Oh, no, you're good. Not gonna lie, the key just started and I had no idea what the fuck we're doing. Well, yeah, that could happen. It's like, I don't know where I am, what are we doing? I know, and then people are like, how do you not know what you're doing? Well, because there were things, okay? I was doing things. Just to kind of get an idea of where we're going here. Fist. I need a fist. So, yeah. Even though I don't do animation stuff anymore because I don't sub to Adobe. Like I have Photoshop right now simply because I had it as an actual disc. So, yeah. When they were still doing discs and you could buy it and have it once forever. Yeah, that no longer applies apparently to people. And a lot of this I can't see, so there's a lot of stuff to work out through here. But I've been meaning to get back to art and doing all of this. I just literally have not had time. And I've been sick, and the dog was sick, which, by the way, the dog is feeling better. But it was all just kind of a, what the hell, you know? And then I didn't have a voice really yesterday. So, yeah, book reading was a bad idea on Monday. It made my throat much worse. So, I don't know who these guys are exactly. These are role-playing characters from one of my raiders. So he, and I'm just gonna say his wife because whatever. I don't know the situation there, but I think these characters at least go together. And it's like I really always wanted to have, you know, some kind of cool blah 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 commission. I'm not gonna lie, this was a conversation a while ago, and this was before I got sick. And when I say sick, I mean when I was sick raiding on last Saturday. So this was like the Saturday before that. We were talking about commissions and things, and he was giving me this idea about, he's like, oh, I've got these pandas and I'd really like to get these done. So this is where this came in. And for anyone who has never actually commissioned me before, generally I'll tell you guys, you get a free sketch, which is what this is, just so you can kind of get an idea of what's going on, you know? So that way it's kind of like, okay, you can see it happening. Actually, you know what? This works much better as an explanation if I just do tell you guys the way I told him. So, hold on. Finished. We need, oh, 𝐓𝐈𝐈, that's a perfect example. Alright, which one of you are the final version? I think it's this one. Oh yeah, I think it's this one. It takes forever. I'm doing both characters together, yes. Which is a very expensive piece. I charge per character, which is literally just because characters are a lot. And it does matter on the complexity of their armor, weapons, etc. So, if anyone is ever thinking about that. Anyways, steps. Let us begin with some very, very, very terrible, scary things that are going to make you guys freak out. Anyway, this is my Sith Empress Whitemane. So, yes, Sally Whitemane from WoW. I decided a long time ago to dress her up for Halloween. So I made her a Sith Empress. This is the final bit. Ta-da! Yes. It's so pretty. Let me just do this for a second. Lots of detail. She's gorgeous. Love it. There are some things that worked, some things that didn't. And a lot of you are probably on a ad break right now. If you are, don't worry about it. Well, you can still kind of see where stuff isn't perfect, but that's just normal. So we're just gonna wait on those poor people. Ad break. See, like, her fingers aren't even all that well done. This was way before, you guys. This was way before. I wasn't good at a lot of things, and I made it work. Oh, man. That's why I say, find your favorite artist. Get a really good... Because most people... Well, if you're smart, you won't upload the best-looking version to the internet. You always do a lower quality version. Anyway... If you can get your hands on a really good quality version that you can zoom in on your favorite artist, you can look and see just exactly what everything looks like. Details are really not that important. A lot of times it's just the implication. So, me and myself learning that has definitely improved my art, but it's hard to not do that in the beginning. All right, just a little bit. Our people are almost back. Come back to us. All right, we should be back by now. Hopefully everybody's back. Anyway, so point being, this is the character. This is what it looks like. It's very pretty, very gorgeous. But you want to know the steps it took to get there. This is it right here. First, I started with a sketch. Just a very basic body sketch of exactly who this was, so I knew what was going on. No bits to show. Everything was very well hidden. Very nice. Then, I had to start working on the background, and I did have to hide some bits. Eventually, I drew what her outfit actually looked like. There were some elements that we kept, like you can tell this arm, the exact sleeve, we kept that. We kept the leggings for the most part, but I definitely got rid of the official Whitemane look, and we made her more Sithy. Ta-da! So put a robe on her with a cloak. Cloak was kind of unnecessary, but yeah, I wanted to try it. So we worked that a bit. First initial render, this is what it looked like. It was awful. You could tell there's not much going on. And then, of course, the rendering just begins, the whole process. Bit by bit, step by step. So, I'm still scrolling until we come to the very end. So, point being, my sketches look nothing like what they're going to be finalized as, which is very important for people to know when they hire me. Because a lot of shit does not start that way, I will say. Here, let's bring up another piece, just as an example. I apologize, this one is not World of Warcraft, but this is the best way to show. Woo! Queen Amidala! So pretty! Yeah. Again, the steps it takes to get here. Ta-da! This is how we started. Very bulky, sketchy, crappy lines. Although this one is done almost line art style. It's very nice. But here we go. Step, 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 and that is how we got there. So every single piece I have ever done that is a full render literally takes a fuck ton. Here's another one. Here's a Genshin piece. This was meant to be... Now, I wanted to do some Genshin fan art when I first saw it and started playing it. It was very nice. There are a lot of characters, but I figured I'd just start out with the basic female traveler, which is who you play if you're playing a female character. Again, there are so many steps to this, and it doesn't look pretty at the beginning. Some stuff is way muckier than others. So here's the beginning of that one, okay? It wasn't even a full sketch. I was mostly concerned about her face, which is butt ugly, let's be honest. And then we add the things, the ideas. It did not go that well, but hey, we worked on it, and we colored, and we rendered, and the things just came into being. They were fabulous. This was probably the very first piece that I have where I really started to understand and like my own rendering process. So that's how that ended up too. So questions, comments, concerns, by all means, go for it. I'm trying to look and see if there are any other ones that are worth sharing. Although I should probably share. This is my very first digital painting, just to see how good I was. I wasn't sure. I was like, I could be good, I could not be good. A for effort, especially on like trying to do something dynamic. But everything's very stringy. I wasn't used to the program. This was me first learning how to use my Cintiq. So yeah, we've come a long way. Let's just put it that way. But everyone can get to that point. I swear. It just, as far as commissioning me, you have to know what you're getting yourself into. You're like, okay, this could potentially be bad. Oh, which reminds me, there is one I want to show you guys, because the initial sketch really is bad. Like, it's the worst one I had, but it looks pretty good. It is a piece that was canceled just because I lost contact with the person who wanted it done. Let's see, where are you? This one. So somebody wanted to have me do Kayle and Morgana from League of Legends. Do I have the thing? Yes, I do. Okay. This was the initial sketch because they wanted Morgana and Kayle in a fight. This is legitimately this is legitimately like what it looks like. See, there's no detail whatsoever. So for League of Legends, the whole point is just to make sure you understand the characters. I do know these two characters made it really easy. However, we never got to finish it. However, I did get this far on Kayle. So we got pretty far. The weapon was probably the best part of the whole damn thing. But Kayle is the, of course, upper character that is right here. Looks nothing like what it started as. So it's like, I promise I'm good. You just you have to see my vision. So again, most of the time, and pretty much every single time anyone's commissioned me, they do understand that there's a point to most of this where it's like, you do realize this is not going to look great. I just want you to know that. So this is your free sketch. So your free sketch is fucked up, guys. Like, that's all I can tell you. You just have to see the vision. If you don't see the vision, then it's fine. But yeah, so this is essentially where we're starting at this point. We're trying to make sure that I understand, making sure I understand the assignment, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of, oh, and I should mention, the only other character I've ever done that is a Pandaren, and this is why I did agree to try this, is simply because, where are you? Ember. I know she's here. Where'd she go? Where did she go? I have a lot of folders and I do get things lost. I try to keep things organized, I swear. Stop it. Where is she? Oh, I have all kinds of other people's stuff. Shoot. Wait, is it a Shadowlands thing? No. It's not that one either. Just trust me, okay? Ooh. Okay, how can I find her if you're not going to show me? Oh, because it's gotta be in this one. Haha, wrong folder. Got it. Fire Mage. This is my Pandaren Fire Mage. The first one I ever did. It was a very long time ago, actually. I was still working on portraits, but I was trying to work my way down to half bodies. So, as y'all know, I'm very good with crowns, so fire crown be easy. But yeah, I had never done fur, and you can tell my style has changed since then. But I thought it looked pretty good for what it was. A lot of the lines are still very basic, you know. See, like, look at this. This is very muddy. It's not very well done, which is fine, but this is when I was first starting out and trying to get commissions. Yeah, it's the only panda I've ever done, and I'm quite proud of her. So that's what got me this job right here. The one successful panda that I have. And so it's always good to know, guys. There are so many things. I'll trust that it looks good in the end. Exactly. Oh, don't worry, little demon girl. You're coming up next too. You're gonna look at yours and go, what? So it'll be fine. So yeah, this is literally what we're working on. I'm trying not to get too enamored with the details. I do at least try very hard nowadays to get a really good read on stuff. More so than some of the other ones you've seen. So this is a lot more than I would normally do, even if I were doing just the sketch. But, like I said, it's just, everything's changed over the years. Your style changes, a lot of things change. And sometimes it is pretty easy to kind of get a good example of what you're working with. Mostly, the reason why, too, is I want people to understand and like the structure of it. You know, the pose. Do you like the way everything kind of works together and melds together, even though you're not getting the details? So that's part of the trusting process with an artist. You need to really understand and know who you're asking to do stuff. If they've proven their worth before, then you know it'll be fine. But that's also why I always tell people, you know, if you're going to commission somebody, go look at their portfolio, go see what they've done, because you may want something and you think, oh, I want this person to do it, it would look good. Well, they may not be at that skill level, or they just may not want to do that. I don't know. There's all kinds of reasons why it won't work, but there are various reasons as to why it won't work. So that's kind of that in-between trusting process. Do you trust your artist? But that's also why people go to specific other people for things too. They're like, oh, I want this artist, I only want this artist to do it, and that's perfectly okay. I am that artist for people, and I am not that artist for some people. It's perfectly normal. But that's why, like I said, you get the sketch, you get the thing, and you're kind of like, okay, do I like how this is turning out, or am I not trusting the way this is going? You know what I mean? But for me, again, you're not going to know where my art goes unless you know and you've seen other works of mine. So it's kind of like you have to know your person, or else it ain't gonna work. I love your art. I almost died again. Sorry. And then of course the question too is like, where do you take it further? Where do you, you know, add your own elements? Like, clearly we all know Blizzard has some janky shapes, so this is again where you need to trust the artist to know and have the skill and ability to fill in some of those missing pieces, which is pretty okay. This is also why besides being sick, why I didn't take this thing right away, because I not only had to think about it myself and be like, how am I going to do this? I kind of just let things set in my head for a bit before I really try. So, like for this one, as far as I knew, just 2 pandas in fighting poses, la-ti-da, easy peasy. As far as like, so these screenshots, by the way, I have many different screenshots. All of these screenshots were done in Narcissus, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. Anyway. And when he told me that he could, you know, put them in there, I was like, oh yes, do that please. Because as an artist, I'm like, I need the reference. So just as an example, his weapon is hiding his body. Over here, I have a different pose, but I can see the armor very clearly. And I can kind of fill in and make things up as I go. But also being a WoW player, you know the style of WoW, you know what's expected, especially with the armor. I'm an armor whore, I love armor, so that kind of works for me, sort of thing. So again, you just have to kind of like really make sure you pick and choose the people that you commission very carefully. Not to say that I'm not a good choice, I'm just saying every choice is good as long as you trust what's going on. So just do that and you're fine. But because I have other WoW pieces to like show in my portfolio, it makes it a whole lot easier for people to be like, okay, I kind of understand how this is gonna go. Easy peasy-ish. I still say easy peasy, but it's not really that easy peasy, I promise. Tis hilarious though. Lots of weight on these footsies. Bing. And just the shape of a panda in general. I haven't done a lot of them, but I'm comfortable enough to say, yes, I can do this. So, here we are. And this is how it's going. Hi, McGonagall. An armor whore. Yeah, I said it. You realize I play... Well, despite being on Moonguard, I would say, you know, just... it's the best place to be. Because if you can't find the armor you need, it's probably on the auction house. Or somebody has it, or you can get it. Or you have people that are willing to help you get it, because they want something too. It's easy peasy, easy peasy, easy peasy. There's just lots of reasons. Okay. I feel pretty comfortable with his shape. But keep it there. Yeah. Alright, next shape. Ooh. But yeah, this particular piece, like, not this particular piece really, just this particular, what I'm doing, the sketchy part, this is very specific, so... We all know female pandas rock that body, so here we go. I know there's another foot over here. question is, how am I going to make that work? See, the good and bad parts are like what gets hidden by armor, blah blah blah. But this is my actual figuring it out kind of face. So now y'all get to see what kind of struggles I really go through. And the best part about this kind of stuff too is simply that this is meant to be well, I believe it's going to be a fully illustrated piece. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I had a train of thought and I have completely lost it. Something, something, something. You get it. You get the idea. This is where we're going with this. This is just kind of where I play and figure stuff out, essentially. So it's not that bad. Sometimes it's a struggle, but this is the part that I usually don't ever do on stream. You guys never see me actually do this. You never see me fight with a piece. Which is partly why I did save it for today, because I was like, you know, we never really go through how this should be and what's going on. But I'm just getting to a point where like it doesn't bother me anymore to show people what struggling looks like. Like, no, this is what it looks like to struggle. You want to do this? You want to be an artist? Here, have fun. Which reminds me, by the way, art related and book related, Twitch related, but not WoW related. On Discord right now, because I just need to make sure that everybody has a chance, a fair chance. Under book club, under book voting, you can vote on the next book we read on stream. We're getting very close to the end of our WoW book. We need to pick the next one. I'm sorry there's a lot of Star Wars options. I got a lot of fucking Star Wars books. And then secondly, under the Celestial community, which is our main Twitch stuff, there is an art club. First of all, check it out because you can get free art, possibly. Every single month, we're doing an art club. I'm doing specific classes where I'm teaching you not only Photoshop, but art specifically. So rather than sit here and watch me ramble on as I'm doing this, you'll see the real process. We'll really talk about all the things from start to finish in depth. But anyways, art club. There's a time to post where you can post any original fan art character, doesn't matter. And the community votes on it. So this is how it is potentially easy to get free art every single month. Nobody posted, so I went ahead and posted some of my OCs from different games. And now you guys are in the voting stage. You can go ahead and vote on which one we draw. So please do vote in art club and please do vote in book voting under book club. But anyway, can I buy a book? I don't know. Can you buy a book? Are you at a bookstore? I usually try not to get too zoomed in on this, but this one is a little necessary, I think. Especially for shapes of the face. A lot of you know that I won't do like 𝐓𝐿 or I could try a goblin, but I definitely won't do the 𝐓𝐿. They're way too fox-like, and I've never dealt with foxy-like things, so I avoid that one at all cost. But, the bears I can handle. But I eventually would like to be able to do all of the WoW characters, all the species. Never done a Tauren either. That would probably be really rough. I think so, anyway. It's a very round cheek, my lady. Oop. Trying to get that brow. Let's get some idea what's going on here. It's actually not that bad. I want a book. Have you done a mechanome? Nope. That's why I always say, you know, stick to humanoid, but I'm getting to that point where I can do the furries. Oh wait, no, we did a Worgen. We did a Worgen during CAE last year too. That was our first Worgen. That was actually pretty good. And I don't mean furry in a negative term, in case anyone's curious. I just mean they actually have fur. Like, what are you gonna do? Not a smut furry, okay? Just furry. And the glasses, which I'm not even gonna bother with at the moment because this is just needs to be the real thing. Kind of gave her Ferengi ears. Oh boy. Excuse me, my lady. I did not mean to give your ears that much boistiness. Off to bed. All right, have a good night. Like, if anything, we will be definitely getting to your girl soon. I'm just not sure how soon. Just know I'm working on it. We'll get there. I've got 3 different people to kind of get settled, so I do apologize for that. But just know that it's in progress now, that I'm well. What am I looking for? Excuse me. Alright, we're really gonna have a lot of empty space here, and I don't see her hand. So I may have to... Oh, don't be weird. Put it up somewhere over here. Or, let me see. If I'm just looking at her normally... Oh, actually, I think her hand is way the fuck over here. Jesus! Can you stop it? Go away. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is her back. Oh my god. Okay. So we're gonna get a lot of... Woo! It's a big stretch, lady. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm still very new at, like, foreground dynamics, but, you know, we'll get there. I kind of like that, though, not gonna lie. Hand, paw, whatever. Cha-cha-cha. Here we go, it's a little more forward. More forward than we expected. Oh, and I'm sorry, we're sitting here all watching me. I'm super focused right now. I'm so sorry. Where's my music? We had music earlier. I was prepared. Let me know if you can't hear it, by the way, or if it's too loud. I think this one's it. Yep, this is the one. Okay. We'll at least get an hour of some music. Some kind of music. Enjoy. I think this should be a little more pronounced if she's turning her body that way. Alright, and also, there's a basket, so we don't see too much. A huge basket, excuse me. And come to think of it, and I've got screenshots here for anyone who's curious. Why do I have screenshots? Because these might be necessary in building an entire piece. Like I said, I want it kind of poster-like, but oh, look, all the baby cranes. I need a crane. What does a crane look like? Don't make me go to Wowhead. I might have to. Anyway, but yeah, these are all screenshots that I've taken myself in WoW. And mostly just because, again, I like them, all that stuff. But I need a fucking baby crane. I ate your music. Is that what happened? Alright, let me see. Like an actual crane. Like, let me see. Okay, thank you. Perfect. Just so you could all see what I see. Alright, this is a little much. Okay. Can you, like, flip the other way for me, sir? Okay. Alright, so you guys know... Actually, what am I doing? I can do it like this! Oh, I'm so smart. You know, we should all learn to take screenshots. It's very, like, actual screenshots. It's so smart. Watch this. Boom. Screenshot. Watch this. Boom! Now he's facing the other way. Although, I don't know. He might have been better facing the way he was. I lied. Excuse me, Mr. Crane. Now, if this were a baby... Well, maybe it doesn't have to be a baby, but a smaller crane. How would you look sticking out of a thing? Those are his wing things. Those are his chicken breasts. Okay, don't judge. Don't judge the chicken breasts. That really does look bad. I'm not even gonna lie. We're just gonna do this and we're gonna pretend we don't know anything about that. Yeah. That's part of the artist's prerogative. No chicken breasts. Oh, Merced, yeah. And I hate it. Oh, because you're on the 99. That's why. Fucking 99 sucks. Let's just have him freaking out like this. How about that? We'll just make it super adorable and round. Super adorable and round. Now, fun fact, I have painted, and I do mean painted, like as in on an actual canvas, a heron. But I've never done a crane, so this will be my first time even drawing a crane, like at all. Here's his little eye. Good enough. You get the idea. Okay. But I'm actually going to keep this screenshot. We're just going to hide it, and I'm going to call it reference. Because we need that reference for that crane. But anyways, there's a baby crane in here. Don't ask questions. You're gonna have to just ask the people who are role-playing. But I will get more story information on this, if you guys like. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like any of that. Maybe that's okay. Eggs in a basket. And these have like bamboo pieces keeping this together, which is clever. Don't ask me how this basket weaving's going. It's just a thing. It's just there, that's all I know. Gotta go down to Riverside, and then I'm heading over to New Jersey. Oh my god, you're gonna have so much fun in the snow! Enjoy it! Sorry, is that too soon? Oh god. Well, at least you're not gonna be over here on fire. I mean, that's fair, right? I don't know what her little booty actually looks like. That was just to be all panda-ish. I really want to figure out how to make this stance look way wider than it is, and I think I just figured it out. This knee is like way down here. This knee is like way up here. That looks a lot better. Okay. Sometimes I figure things out right away, sometimes I don't, so don't mind me. How is this shape going for me? Hold on. I want to actually trace over this for a minute. You, I apologize. You need to be bigger. Kind of like that, actually. That's brilliant. Huh. This entire side, actually, if I'm being honest. Actually, that being as big as it is like super dynamic. I love it, but woo! This needs to be like way further down. Knee up, knee down. Oh good, I'm glad, yeah. I really like a lot of chill step, dubstep kind of stuff, so this one just happens to be on the like free music kind of list, so I've had it downloaded forever. So probably be playing this one a lot more often because I like it. Let's get the correct size for this foot, shall we? Sometimes things are just a little too vocal. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day, though. But yeah. Actually, the very interesting thing about this part is that wrist, which I didn't even notice until now. Yeah, you should see my YouTube playlist. I mean, I try really hard to keep my stuff. Like, I do have my personal playlist though, like my favorite for instrumental and vocals, which is actually down in my About Me. So if anyone is interested in what I listen to in my free time, like if I'm, it doesn't matter if I'm writing my novel, which I'm doing right now, by the way, or if I'm just doing art by myself, this is generally what I'm going to be listening to. It's called 𝐓𝐚𝐧𝐮𝐚𝐫𝐲 Motivational Music, I think. But anyway, it's all there. I mostly know some of this armor, because I've drawn it before. Makes that easier. There's gonna be a few pieces in here I'm not entirely sure on, but that's okay. So yeah, with there being 2 characters, there's always a whole lot less that you get as far as space to do things and get details. But I'm kind of trying to get my own personal ability to like make things stand out from a far distance, like, you know, that sort of skill. I'm working on that skill. So this is why this is what this is. You're being such a good boy, George. Look at you. I just don't like the jawline. I don't know if there's some kind of artist bit that I'm gonna use to kind of get that fixed, but it's just so straight. Maybe something like this. Give her a little jowl, whether she likes it or not. Just looks too bland. Like, don't mind me, a little bit of color always helps. This might have to be on another layer. This is where it's gonna get funky. not that I'm bad with glasses, I'm just bad with angles. How are you being? You're being like this. So they're gonna be a little... And you're like, why does this look weird? Because reasons. Let's go all the way over there, sir. This is going to be impossible to see for a second. I apologize. See, I was not joking about that. Okay. Look, I just needed a little bit of extra help. What, Georgie? I know, Daddy's outside and you're not. It's very upsetting. I get it. Come on. I pressed apply. Don't judge me. Good enough. So it's pretty close. I'm bad with life. There we go. One straight line. Easy peasy. But now can I get this worked up in the right bit? That's a good question. Kinda. Not too bad. Oops. Ha! Let's go with me. Not be trying to fat arm my panda, I swear. Take that back. This should be more like... What's so weird? It looks like there's 4 fingers, but you know there's only 3. I don't know. It's just so weird. Here we go. So I don't want her arm too far back there, but you just never know. How am I gonna make this look accurate? Not gonna see the arm in these places. Fine. Fine. But you get that it's there. Actually, there we go. That is infinitesimally better. Well, maybe not, but I try to make good choices and things happen in ways I don't want. Yeah. I get that. But also, here's a challenge for you though. Even if it doesn't happen in the way you want or the way you like, if you can just accept it and roll with it, I promise you, and think about it that way too, just be like, you know what, this sucks, but I'm just gonna deal with it. See how that works for you? I started doing that last year. I mean, come on, we had our fire, you know, because there was a whole other fire that was over here. And it was like, yeah, it sucks, and I'm worried. However, I'm gonna just trust that everything will be fine. And just deal with it. If we gotta rebuild, fuck it, we'll deal with it. No reason to let it bother you, you know? And magically, I like to believe that that's what saved our place. I've been working on that. Yeah, it's a personal thing to deal with, but honestly, I do highly recommend it. I really do. It's so much better. I feel like everything's been better because of it, so yeah, I really do. Well, not just that, but like, yes. Really looking at this is much bigger than I originally made it. That's part of what's bugging me. Figured it out. It's the brow. That brow needs to like really be out there. Thank y'all. Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's for sure too. I wish I had that on a bit of a different rotation. Let's see if we can't figure him out. Is he available? Let me see. Well, actually, I lied. I have 2 hours left of game time. Alright, I need to get in game real quick. Thankfully, I have a panda, but I really need to get a good look at this shape. And yes, I will actually make characters just to help myself. Just a second. I'm a little hot now. I gotta take off my sweater. Oy. I guess that's what happens when you get way too into it. Ugh. Alright, let's see. I don't know how this is going to work without having the right stuffies. But I'm gonna log in the game real quick and see if I can't make this sucker do what I want him to. So you guys could probably hear my WoW music. I'm so sorry. Just bear with me. Come on, WoW. It doesn't take that long to log in. I just need to look at something. Actually, holy shit, I just realized I could do something else. Hold on. I mean, in-game is good, but he doesn't have weapons yet, so I can't, like, look at it. But I think I'm just gonna put him in Wowhead. And fuck about. It'll be great. Yeah, see, because even with these other guys moving about... Well, maybe I could probably get some screenshots of these guys. Excuse me, sirs. I'd rather do it when they're like... Ugh, come on. Trying to screenshot these guys at the perfect moment is hard. Oh, don't do that. Like that. Maybe. New picture. Ta-ta. Whoops. Don't draw on it, Belle. I'm trying to get the shape. Maybe. That might work. Okay, let's exit game. Whoops. Didn't even look to see what my bloody name is. It's fine. I'm just gonna go wowhead.com/Pandaren. I got this. I'm gonna make this work. Alright. I need a random Pandaren, if you please. Give me G. G Firepaw. Do you mind? View in 3D. I'm gonna make this work. Here. I'm gonna let you guys see how I'm gonna make this work. Alright. G Firepaw. Put him in the dressing room. I need him in, like... No, not that. Fists. Nope. Main? What is this fisty thing? Duel. No. What are these animations? Shooting. Just talking. What is this one? They have their automatic, like, things, which is kind of nice, but they're not always amazing. I need an attack, but I need it dual hand. Thrown, rifle, pierce, off. I don't think you have one. You're killing me, bro. Roar! Alright, emotes, jumps, kicks. I really need that attack. Parry, two-hander? No. What's that? No. Oh, hover. Hover left, hover right. Oh, what about just palm strike? Oh, no. Back up. Let me see your whole body movement, sir. George, don't be a butt. That is not gonna be. He moves way too fast for me to even take a screenshot. Ready? Ooh. I think that's what it is. It's ready like this. Does that look exactly like what that is? It looks like that. With two-handers, ready. Except rather than his hand being like a palm, it would be grabbing something. George, don't be a butt. Alright. Screenshot time. I think we got it. I'm gonna put this back over here. And that's how we cheat, you guys. Just so you know. Alright, bring my music back. Gotta get some fuel, no worries. And then... Why does this thing sound like it's actually having a problem? Okay, it's just the way it works. I need it like this, but I also need it like the other way, if you don't mind, Mr. G. Like, I want this front way, and then the other... Don't ask questions, I'm just thinking. Okay, put these together here. He wants that way, leaning. Thinking we might have to make some adjustments on that. Smaller for like a second while I get your body done. Much better. I just don't know about that knee. Like, maybe like that. Much better. I was right about this one, though. Looking at all three panda, trying to figure it out. Yeah, don't mind me. Literally just like trying to figure this out. I'll put you right here because you're just distracting at this point. It's like so stretchy. They're bouncy and stretchy, and we're gonna figure it out. Sword, ideally. Oop. Let me see that G piece real quick. It's just kind of a round, yeah, I got the idea, right? Shoot. Just a round piece. Like round shoulder, excuse me. I don't know, that would be a high shoulder, just like the other one. Maybe like this. Hold on. I'm playing with all kinds of different 3D shit right now, trying to figure this out. Let's see. I just need a quick example of how that would even look. I don't even think that would work very well if he's got that high shoulder. Looking at the G up here, it's like, ah. I don't know why it looks so much higher than it is. It's not that bad. It's like me looking at it right here with this piece. Big head for this guy, but I think this is more where we're headed. I don't know, he looks kind of funny with it being like that. Like, which way are you turning, bro? You wouldn't see that. You'd probably see the knuckles. That's about it. In the back. And then the fact that this weapon goes this way. Kind of okay. I'm not gonna lie. It's still terrible, but... just seeing that exact position at that other angle. Welcome to the hard part of this stuff, guys. This is how it gets hard. Oops. Sorry. I'm not trying to do that. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Or excuse me, I'm hovering across the wrong stuff and everything's blinking. I don't mean it, I swear. Well, it's kind of like this, where this should just be in the front. That's probably what's killing me. Yeah, there we go. It's that turn. I don't like that at all. Alright, now let's see how these look together better. I feel like he needs to be a lot rounder, but that's okay. Okay, she's got a good look to her. Let's get him settled. Or at least put her in there. I want to see her, but... let's see what armor Whoop. I think that helps. I'm not sure about these pants though. It's a little rough. Oops, that's not the button I'm looking for. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Much more crouchy. I have no idea what the hell these kind of pants are, like, at all. I feel a little bad about that, but it's okay. I think they look good together like that, but still trying to get the point of it. Alright, weapons. I totally got this. Right now we're gonna get rid of that. Well, now I need him at least, so I could see the size. Also, I need a line. We're gonna have to move these. looks like. That's a little confusing. Alrighty, let's see. Needs new music. Working on it. Okay, let's see. Majority of this is probably going to be out here. So ignore that. 2, 3, 4, 5 ridges. 1. Still 1. 3. Don't be weird. Come on. Oops, don't be weird. This one we can delete entirely. Maybe his weapons. Like, this is the hard part. Now I gotta actually line everything up. It's great. Oh, come on. You're supposed to be, like, much bigger. Thank you. Actually, it's exactly how that looks. That's crazy. Okay. Need to be just slightly adjusted then, if you don't mind. Okay. This music's kind of perfect for what we're doing. Panda. Guess we would have to erase this part. You wouldn't see it. There we go. Gotta figure out what's better for what. And I'm trying really hard for like a more vertical poster piece, so it's like Alright, this is where this part gets to be important. Great. What are we gonna do about that background? Don't know. Okay, there we go. All on one layer, thank goodness. That didn't take forever. I need a really good example of like a tiered. I have a feeling I'm gonna be looking up like a lot of fucking rock reference here in a bit. I like the style of that rock, no lie. But how would you look at that from like a front perspective? That looks so weird. Okay. Bear with me on this one. This is completely crazy. Okay, so pretend it's koi fish, okay? Just pretend it's koi fish. That's all I know. Let's see. I do really like that part, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want too much going on, but like I also don't want it to be too boring either. Probably have to be something that's like way, way back there. Now the question is like, do I even want to keep that kind of thing there? I feel like if you didn't know where the water was coming from, it'd be even better. Yeah, probably. I think I like that idea better. We're gonna get rid of that. Let's just do a nice big field of bamboo. Makes a lot better sense. Actually, it's like this. Yeah, kind of the idea here. And I want the fireflies because they're so stinking cute. Woo, that's a big firefly. one of the best ways to kind of just get a basic color sketch, especially since I don't really do backgrounds, but I'm learning. If I just give it some color, it's not as bad. Weapon. Ah, that'd be weird. Oops. As long as the characters stand out for now, that's all we need. That'd be weird. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is where I am. Trying to change my brush on me. No. I know what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. Stop it. These eyes green too? I think they are. Rough sketch bits. But anyways, yeah. That, I think, is where I'm at with that. I have no idea what the background, I'll need some more feedback, but this is kind of the area in which I would have like random questions. So now that I've gone through it and I'm kind of like, okay, I just have a look, something that I can see, you know, see the difference. Don't know exactly where or how it's going, but I tend to get questions in my own head about like, okay, how's this, how's that, what elements are important, you know what I mean? So it just depends. Like, I feel like she needs to be a lot bigger, but I feel like it might need to be more of a widescreen than a tall. Because that's the question too. We never discuss, like, do you want it vertical? Do you want it like anything? I always do a sketch, and then we come into all the real questions about, okay, if you want me to proceed with this, how's this gonna go? So this is the process, just so y'all know. I think it's pretty safe to say this one's a lot, but would be well worth it. Oh, silly pandas, silly pandas. Oh my gosh, is it 3 already? Okay. All right then, that's gonna be it for today. I didn't think that would take that long, but okay. Never mind. Alrighty, thank you for watching my process today. I mean, it's kind of a big one, but I'm really glad to at least be able to show you guys how I go through all this. But yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, leave them for me in Discord. And again, remember, in Discord we are currently voting on a new book, and we are currently voting on an art piece. If you would like to see more art but less me focusing on what I'm doing, and you would like me to explain every single thing that I'm doing, join our art club. It is free. It doesn't require anything of you other than to be there and participate in the channel. Art club event is going to be the last Wednesday of this month on the 29th if you are interested in that. Otherwise, I will see you guys for the next stream, which will be Friday. We will be continuing on with Tomb Raider 2, and I believe we are at the, excuse me for the mispronunciation, but 𝐷𝐸𝐴𝐾 Monastery? I don't know. Anyway, on the second one. That's all I know. So I will see you guys then. Otherwise, I'll catch you later, and everybody have a great day or night. Bye-bye.